Howdy y'all. Well, if you're thinking about moving to Lake Highlands here in Dallas, well, in this video, we're gonna hit the streets. I'm gonna walk you through some different neighborhoods at some different price points so you can see what it's like to live here and maybe what you can get for your budget. And if you stick around all the way till the end, I'll even show you the top listing in all of Lake Highlands right here. And I'll even show you some of the main attractions along the way. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay tuned because we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below. Make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make that move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, then you got to reach out. You know, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar. If you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us, hey, that is our favorite, but whatever way is easiest for you, you know, we've got your back. We're making a smooth move out here in Dallas, Texas, or in Lake Highlands, like we're here today. I'm hanging out at the Lake Highlands Town Center. This is pretty new. I mean, I used to take Abrams to go to a job over up in Garland area over there for a while. I used to live in the Village where pretty much every young professional lives at least at one point in their lives, I feel like. But yeah, this has just recently been finished over here. You've got quite a few restaurants and shops over here. You've got some apartments on this side and everything. You've got some new construction townhomes going on the south side over there. Really got a lot going on right here. But before I jump into the neighborhoods, I wanted to give you a brief introduction of kind of what's going on here in Lake Highlands. So if you have your notepad out and you're doing your research, you know, get your pen ready. So location wise, we're about 20 minutes away from downtown Dallas down there. Only 25 minutes away from DFW Airport. So you're really situated nicely just north of White Rock Lake over here. And the median home price is $379,000, and 53% of residents here own their home. So, I mean, you do have, it is kind of half and half. You know, you do have a lot of residential homes, but you also have quite a few apartments in Lake Highlands as well. A population of 19,000, and the median age of that population is 35. So, you know, it's kind of a mix. You know, you've got your older folks, and then you've got kind of that younger professional just getting their career started type of thing as well, you know, starting out, you know, in apartments like these type of thing, right? So that's kind of the feel of it. Median household income here in Lake Highlands is $92,000. And yeah, the job market around here is very strong. I mean, you've got Texas Instruments right up the street, but then you got easy access to Plano, and of course downtown Dallas, where there are plenty of opportunities, of course. And let's talk about the schools for a little bit. I mean, so, you know, the public schools have leave something to be desired, I would say, as maybe a good way to put it. And, you know, many parents do elect to go the private school route if they end up moving here to Lake Highlands. I'll get into more of the schools in another segment there. But as far as weather goes, as we always say, you know, listen, if you can get through the summer heat of July and August, you'll be fine, okay? I've done it my whole life. I prefer the heat. You know, I would much rather have 2 months of hot and a little bit of humidity, you know, sweating a little bit versus an extended winter, if you know what I'm saying, okay? So if you feel the same way, then Dallas will be perfect for you, okay? And a lot of people bring up the tornadoes, right? So full disclosure, right? I've been here my whole life. And, you know, I've only seen 2 tornadoes in my entire life, okay? So tornadoes aren't really a thing down here. I know a lot of people like to bring it up, but it's not really as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, I think, you know, hail is more common. So as long as you have good car insurance, then you'll be just fine on that front, okay? So, but yeah, the general vibe here in Lake Highlands is, I mean, it's a very established neighborhood, okay? You know, bordering White Rock Lake over here. You've got a lot of the older homes, you know, 60s, 70s, 80s type of thing. Many of them are single story, but you've got a lot of character, okay? And so, and similar to, you know, like Lakewood, you have a lot of, like if you watch the Lakewood vlog, I talk about how, you know, you have that character, but on the inside, they've all been updated on the inside, right? And so that it's a kind of a similar feel up here in Lake Highlands right here, okay? So with that being said, let me take you to a bunch of different neighborhoods and at some different price points so I can show you all the different styles of living. And with that being said, let's cruise. All right, welcome to the first neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $425,000, 3 beds, 2 baths on 1,900 square feet, which is gonna put you at $218 a square foot. This home was built in 1966, and we're just on, just under a quarter of an acre a lot right here. Corner lot, by the way, and you are gonna have the 2-car garage, but that will be on the back side that you'll access through the alleyway on the back. So by the way, if you didn't know, you're definitely gonna wanna have your car out here in Dallas. We're very, very spread out here, and the public transportation isn't too sophisticated, but actually you're kind of lucky here in Lake Highlands because you do have access to the DART rail, which runs pretty much parallel with Highway 75 over here. So if you're commuting downtown, or really up to the east side of Plano, then you could hop on the DART rail and get down there just for a couple of bucks and then come back up at night if you didn't want to deal with traffic, right? So cool aspect there. But the alleyways too, by the way. So a lot of people ask, you know, I actually had a client recently said, I've never seen an alley. Can we like see one? And we actually drove through one day. But here's the idea on the alley, okay, is yeah, the whole idea is to protect the front side curb appeal, right? And so what you do is you put your garage in the back, and then you have your alley that will run you to the back side of your home, and everybody's garage back there as well. So just kind of a personal preference thing, but hey, as long as you have a big old oak tree like this in your front yard, I don't think you can go wrong. Look at the size of that thing. Absolutely beautiful trees out here. That's one thing that you'll see in all of Lake Highlands is just so many big trees. We're here on a cul-de-sac, by the way, so I mean, look at the size of these trees out here. But finishing up on this home here, so you're gonna have that traditional brick style that's really gonna dominate in really all of Lake Highlands for the most part. And you do have the open floor plan in here, and then you have the crown molding on the top and the bottom. No vaulted ceilings in this way. You are gonna see a lot of 1-story homes in Lake Highlands as well. You got the big stone fireplace in the living room back there, but the kitchen is kind of small, I'll be honest. So really, I think it would be awesome for a starter home. I actually got to meet with the neighbor, and she was telling me how, yeah, the clientele is always the same. You know, it's always, you know, a young couple, and they come in and they have a kid and then they leave, right? So she was adorable, by the way. So shout out to the neighbor, but super friendly too, by the way. But yeah, you're gonna have a pool back there as well, so you can take a little dip in the summertime as well. But yeah, I mean, very, very quiet back here. I mean, it's kind of windy out here today, so you're hearing the wind from the tree branches flowing in the wind and everything. But outside of that, I mean, it's you could hear a pin drop out here. Landscaping is very nice. Everybody's taking good care of their yards, of course. And you're gonna be pretty close to, I mean, the highway is right there. The high school is right here as well. You've got the grocery store actually just south of you over here. So you've really got access to, you know, everything that you really, really need. But yeah, let's talk about the schools real quick. So, you know, I mentioned the schools they aren't that good, you know, to be honest. You know, personally, I wouldn't send my kids to the public schools out here, and a lot of people do send their kids to private school, right? And so if you're looking into Lake Highlands, if you haven't watched the top private schools in Dallas, that would definitely be a video that I recommend that you watch next. I'll link to that in the description below. So definitely there, and by the way, there's a few links down there that you might want to check out. So make sure you check out the description. But yeah, hey, but I will say, one of my good buddies who I played soccer with for a long time went to Lake Highlands. He's a very good player, and you know, the athletics out here are some of the best out here in Lake Highlands. So by the way, you know, especially if your kid is into soccer, tennis, and martial arts, pretty well connected in those specific sports. And so, you know, you got to get a hold of me if that's what your kid is into, so we can, you know, I can point you in the right direction as far as a coach or getting into a good team that's kind of in line with, you know, where your kid is as far as skill and what their goals are and things like that, right? So, but hey, if you found value from what we talked about so far, hey, please tap that like button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. And hey, make sure you're subscribed as well. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss the next video that we drop. So make sure you tap the bell for notifications as well while you're down there, okay? So, but yeah, with that being said, I'll take you through this neighborhood a little bit so you can kind of see, get a little bit better feel of what's going on and kind of what you can expect out here. I'll do this for all the neighborhoods, by the way, after I talk about them. And with that being said, I'll see you at the next neighborhood. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you Lake Highlands North Park. So in here, you're gonna have a few things. So you're gonna have, you know, the splash pad right there, the jungle gym through, if you can kind of see through the trees right there. You got the rec center right here. You got actually a pretty nice looking volleyball court right there. Some good sand in there. And then you've got it's called an aquatic center, but you know, it's a pool. You got some fancy slides up there as well. And then across the street, you got the high school. So you might be able to see the football stadium, the grandstand on that side right there. But yeah, just wanted to show you that this is here. You're gonna have a few parks like this kind of sprinkled throughout Lake Highlands, and especially, you know, around the lake, there's a ton of stuff to do around there as well. So yeah, just wanted to show you that this is here and kind of what a typical park might look like out here. But with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the second neighborhood. I wanted to show you a rare two-story home right here that we're gonna feature. So this one is going for $569,000, 5 beds, 3.5 baths on 3,200 square feet, which is gonna put you at $180 a square foot. You got the 2-car garage, as you can see right there. And this home was built in the year 2000 on pretty much a zero lot right here, as you can kind of tell from the front yard right here. I'll walk you down the neighborhood here in a moment, but you got that traditional brick and stone combination that's very popular here in Dallas. You do have that open floor plan, the vaulted ceiling. I will say the kitchen could use an upgrade, you know, based on my preference and maybe your preferences as well, based on what I saw. But other than that, definitely move in ready. Yeah, this neighborhood is fairly unique, right? So you're gonna have those smaller lots, you know, no sidewalk. So here's a look down the street right here. It's very, so this is again, one of those neighborhoods that has that elevation, you know, up and down. We're pretty close to the Lakewood Town Center. You got a little some colonial columns going on right there, but yeah, I'm seeing a lot of that traditional brick style in here. You know, you've got some old growth trees that is going to be true to Lake Highlands form. You know, I mean, this is a very established neighborhood, all of Lake Highlands, and this one is going to be one of the newer neighborhoods, you know, as far as Lake Highlands standards go, right? So being built in the year 2000, you got some nice wind chimes right here. That's kind of cool. Can't remember, that's like a beautiful sound. Can we just take a moment to appreciate that? Oh, the microphone might not be picking that up very well, but anyway, that is beautiful. It's like, it sounds like an orchestra or something. But so yeah, we'll walk down some more down here, but yeah, I mean, it's very quiet. You know, you've got some beautiful wind chimes going on back there. You are going to be close. So as I mentioned, you're close to the Lake Highlands Town Center right there. Not too far from 75, the highway over there, maybe a 5-minute drive to get over to the highway. Looks like we're on a little cul-de-sac, maybe? Not actually, this is a dead end, so we'll have to go back out this way. So, but if you hoop, then you got a hoop right there. But yeah, so you got access to, you know, the shopping. The hospital is actually really close by as well, so you're gonna have access to that as well. But let's talk about, you know, this price point. You know, speed is going to be your friend. This is a very popular price point in general. So homes are going to be moving fairly quickly, just something that you got to keep in mind. Definitely got to have all of your ducks in a row. And of course, that's something that we can help you get organized with if you like. But let's talk about something that maybe isn't so popular now, which are the property taxes, right? So I know a lot of people love to complain about the property taxes here in Texas. And listen, I get it. You know, they are higher than other states around the country, but we actually did another video where we did the math, okay? We broke it all down and we asked the question, okay, is living in Texas from a tax standpoint, is it actually maybe better? Or where does it stand up? Where does it rank compared to some of these other states? So you might be surprised by the conclusion of that video. I'm not gonna give it away now. I can't give all the information in one video, right? But I'll link to that video down below in the description if you wanna check that out. We've got quite a few links down there that may intrigue you down there. So make sure you check out the description as well. But yeah, listen, the property taxes here in Lake Highlands are going to be right at 2.72. So this is Dallas, right? Lake Highlands equals Dallas. Okay, so the Dallas tax rate is 2.72, at least currently, which is a little on the high side, right? Of course, the range here in DFW ranges anywhere from 1.8 to 3.4%. So yeah, I mean, you're gonna be a little bit on the higher side here in Lake Highlands, but you know, listen, that's what you know, you use us for, right? We love helping our clients get into homes that they feel really, really good about all the way around. But we can't help you if you don't reach out. So you got to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or jump on our calendar right now if you want to you know, have us answer any of your questions or anything like that. Listen, I feel our team is the best in the world at finding you your dream home at the right price. Okay, so but yeah, this should give you a pretty good idea of what you can get for, or what you can get in this kind of $500,000 price point. Of course, this is a little bit on the newer side, right? So if you imagine the previous home that I showed you and just kind of make it a little bit nicer, I wouldn't say 2-story. I wouldn't expect much in the way of two-story homes. You know, these are fairly unique around here. Most of them are going to be that single story, but that's kind of what you can expect in this price point here. Okay, so I'll drive you through here so you can kind of get a little bit of a feel for it. But yeah, with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the third neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $692,000, 4 beds, 4 baths on 3,900 square feet, which is gonna put you at $178 a square foot. You've got a 3-car garage on the back, and this home was built in 1974 on a 1/4 of an acre lot. We're on a corner acre lot right here. But I'll walk you down and show you some of the rest of the neighborhood here. But yeah, that traditional brick style is really going to dominate in here. So, and it's still, you know, it's 70s, right? So you're not gonna have the open floor plan just yet, or the vaulted ceilings or anything. I believe it's 1 story, right? So yeah, I mean, you're gonna have some coffered ceilings though to have a little texture up above you. Right there, you're gonna have the recessed lighting in there. So it's got some character, but it's definitely been updated on the inside, okay? So we still got the Halloween spider decorations up right there. But I mean, look at this street. I mean, I love it when the trees come together above the street right there. And you've got a little elevation right here as well. So, you know, that's one thing that one of my cons that I talk about here in Dallas is, you know, a lot of times, you know, I mean, it's just flat pretty much everywhere, right? Well, in here you'll get a little bit of up and down. You know, you've got White Rock Lake just over there. So yeah, here's a little bit probably updated right there. It seems like it's been updated right there on that one. You've got some homes elevated right there. But yeah, that traditional brick style is really going to dominate. I mean, that was the style back in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Some of these homes were even go back to the 60s as well, right? But yeah, I mean, everybody, it's really quiet back here. You know, it's all the lawns are pretty well taken care of as well. But you're going to be close. You're pretty close to the highway. I mean, the highway's 5 minutes away. The elementary school is actually just over there, and maybe a couple blocks away over there. You actually have like 3 elementary schools really close to you right here. You've got the grocery store right across the way, and yeah, you've really got access to really everything that you need, right? But so let's talk about the safety real quick in Lake Highlands. So this is kind of a touchy subject here. So as far as gated communities go, I am personally not aware of any gated communities in Lake Highlands. There may be one that I just don't know about yet, but overall, okay, niche.com rated it a C, okay, which is pretty low. And you know, Lake Highlands it can be tricky, right? Because you know, you do have some rough parts of Lake Highlands. Lake Highlands covers kind of a wide area, but you do have some really nice areas as well. I mean, just like this one, right? So, you know, that's why you got to have us working for you, so we can kind of put you in the situation that you really want to be in, okay? So, but yeah, this should give you a pretty good idea of, you know, what you can come to expect here in this, you know, $600,000 to $700,000 price point, maybe creeping up into, you know, the 7s and 8s as well. But yeah, this is going to be fairly typical, this style, this feel of the street and everything like that. So with that being said, I'll take you around here so you can see it for yourself. And after that, I'll see you at, actually, we're going to the top listing. So make sure you stick around for that. it's one that you definitely don't want to miss. So I'll see you at that one. See you then. All right, are you ready for the top listing in all of Lake Highlands? Well, here she is. This one is going for 1.3 million, 4 beds, 3 baths on 3,500 square feet. You're gonna have the 2-car garage in the back, and this home was originally built in 1964, but has clearly gone through a little bit of renovation, actually a lot of bit of renovation, and we're sitting on just under a 1/4 acre lot right here in a beautiful neighborhood. This home is that perfect blend of historic charm with that modern touch on the inside. And this was a renovation project that now features an open concept, and really everything has been updated on the interior, really from head to toe in here. So if you're looking for that blend of modern yet historic at the same time, hey, this one might just be calling your name right here. But with that being said, let's do a nice little recap on Lake Highlands as we take our final stroll together here. But yeah, listen, I think, you know, you're gonna start at a little bit higher price point. The starting price point is going to be higher. There's a different, maybe better way to say that. But with that, you're gonna have some more established neighborhoods. You're gonna have the big trees like we're looking at right now. The houses are gonna have that historic charm on the inside, and a lot of them have been, you know, updated on the inside, like I've been saying, right? Like this last one is a perfect example, right? And you're gonna be right by the lake as well, which really, I mean, you're really in a great location, you know, right here on the north to east side of White Rock Lake over here. Easy access to get over into Dallas. I mentioned earlier how you have, you even have the dart rail over here as well. So if you wanted to utilize that as a commuting option, then you can definitely use that as well, which is not available in every suburb in Dallas out here. But yeah, I mean, the only downside really, I would say, are the schools, you know, the public schools really, that is. So, you know, if you're looking into private school as an option, you know, make sure you check out that private schools video that'll be linked down below. But yeah, I mean, if that's an option for you, then I think this is a phenomenal neighborhood for you to consider, really a great option. Now, when you're talking about comparisons, right? Well, which suburbs would kind of fall into? Well, I think if you're looking at Lake Highlands, I think you'd also be looking at certainly Lakewood for sure, probably Plano as well, and maybe even some parts of Richardson at the same time there too. So, you know, we do vlogs on every single one of those as well, so make sure you check those out as well if this is kind of the vibe that you're going for out here. But yeah, as we always do, we like to summarize Lake Highlands into, you know, 3 different words. So if I for Lake Highlands, here's what I'm going to go with. First is it's a great location, right? I just mentioned it. You've got easy access into downtown. I mean, you've got 75 and 635 right here. So, you know, you can get north and south, and you can get east and west in a snap, just like that, right? And then secondly, again, is that historic charm. I mean, these homes are, and all the neighborhoods are really well established. You've got the old growth, mature trees, and you know, the homes that have been around for a while. And again, many of them have been updated already on the inside. Or if you're looking for a renovation project for yourself, you know, you'll have plenty of options out here for that purpose as well, right? And thirdly is it's very family friendly out here as well. You know, I mean, it's you have a ton of families out here. I mean, it's very residential over here in Lake Highlands, and yeah, they definitely take care of their kids out here. And there are some really cool people out here as well. All of my friends, maybe it's just, no, that's a little conceited to say everybody who I know is cool, right? But no, I mean, it's the truth. I mean, everyone who I know who lives in Lake Highlands is one of the coolest people that I know, right? And so, yeah, that's kind of Lake Highlands for you. So if you're looking or considering Lake Highlands as an option, then and this is where you want to be, then you got to reach out, right? Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to that Zoom call. Of course, that's our favorite, right? But whatever way is easiest for you, you know we've got you back when making that smooth move out here to Dallas. And again, if you found value from this, tap that like button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much, and make sure you're subscribed as well. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss the next video that we drop. So make sure you tap the bell for notifications. And hey, if you are continuing your research here, then I invite you to tap on the Dallas, Texas Living name down below, and that'll take you to our main channel page where you can look up, you can use the search bar on that page to look up whatever it is that you're interested in. Maybe it's a specific topic that we cover about Dallas, or maybe a specific area within Dallas that you're really keen on. You know, odds are I've already covered it, but if I haven't, then yeah, let me know in the comments down below what's on your mind, what you're looking for, and I'm happy to bump up the priority based on the demand that you guys want. Okay, so yeah, hey, I respond to everybody in the comments, by the way, so let's get that conversation rolling down there. And hey, if you don't know where to go from here, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now that can definitely point you in the right direction. So of course we do a ton of different styles of videos on this channel, so make sure whichever one is popping out to you right now, you know, make sure you click on that right now. And until the next video, I'll see you around town.